フィンファルとバズーカいなくても、このエントリーグレードニューガンダムは盾じゃない! What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Entry Grade Nu Gundam from Char's Counterattack. I believe I don't need to introduce it any further, but thank God there is an affordable version of a 1:144 scale Nu Gundam in the market now. And even after building it, I still find it hard to believe that all there is in the box is 4 runners and a decal sheet, evidently implying an extremely simple build that it's honestly kind of fun to see how it comes together. I will say that this kit is perfectly fine for beginners to pick up for their very first or first few builds because entry grade, but I will definitely advise using tools for this, contrary to their no tools advertisement, as I've tried that myself and the nubs are just unsightly to behold. Especially the grey and the navy blue parts that are most susceptible to awful stress marks if not careful. Yes, the parts are easy to remove from the runners with no tools, but it's not the most advisable way for a visually appealing result. But honestly, without a doubt, I am in love with how the Entry Grade Nu Gundam looks. The proportions are bulky but sleek, blending the bulky elements of the 80s and modern engineering. The color choice is spot on. There is not a seam line to be found but the ones on the thighs, which do frankly blend in well with the design. The surface detail is simple yet not dull, which is a perfect vector to practice panel lining on, and everything that you see on screen, apart from the Amaro label on the shoulder, is made up of plastic. Not only that, the awkward eye gap present on the Entry Grade Granddaddy Gundam and Strike Gundam is near invisible here. It's honestly mind-boggling how this kit costs under $10 US, made up of 4 runners, and still manages to pull off almost every single color app of the Nu Gundam. You still need to paint in the clavicle sensor, but that is neither here nor there. However, the mold line running around the bottom rim of the helmet is a little bit annoying, but it is an easy fix if you have sandpaper or sanding sticks. Overall, this 16cm tall model kit is beyond not being for show aesthetically, but I would recommend panel lining it to enhance the detail. Articulation starts with a mad head joint that can look in any way imaginable, with the obligatory chicken neck. The shoulders are connected into the torso with a ball joints that can roll in their sockets and allow the arm to rotate all the way. The arms can go out perpendicularly, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow at one joint, and roll around and rotate at the manipulator. The torso can crunch very widely in all directions after extending the abdominal joint, while the waist can rotate all the way. Front and side skirts move, while the back skirts are stationary, which results in less than decent back kicks, but the front kick and side splits are great. There is a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and multi-jointed feet that can move to a wide degree in every direction. Overall, the articulation of the Entry Grade Nu Gundam is madly good. It's not necessarily the most articulated kit out there, but for what it is, it's absolutely brilliant. In terms of accessories, you only get the generic Gundam loadout, featuring the beam rifle, shield with a marking sticker for the logo, and a defective beam saber. Frankly, the part separation on all of them are great, as all the essential color details are there, made up of no more than 3 pieces, and the guard of the beam saber is also functional. However, you need to have a version of the high-grade Nu Gundam to have the beam saber effects for the beam saber. Speaking of missing weapons, the spare beam saber holster is, just for show, so there is nothing to look for there. And you also need the high grade Nu Gundam to add the new Hyper Bazooka and the fin funnels to this kit's arsenal, which is the major downside of this kit. I'm still feeling mixed on the matter, as we are expected from Bandai to have the high grade in order to deck this thing out, so I hope that a full armament version will come out in the future to make that endeavor a little bit cheaper. Now, for those of you who want to make it into the double fin funnel type, you are out of luck, as the storage racks are molded onto the sides of the backpack, so you can't change out one for the other. And if you want to retrofit the high-grade heavy weapon system parts onto it, it's not entirely possible as well, as the construction is completely different for the entry grade, so a lot of the parts will not fit suitably. The parts that I got to work are the front skirts, the Hyper Mega Shield extension, and the Hyper Mega Rifle, so at least it's still partially possible, I guess? but one big upside unique to this kit is the double peg backpack, so you can attach it onto other gunpla with the same backpack standard if you want them to have the new Gundam's fin funnels and vice versa. But the shoulder ball joint of the Entry Grade Nu Gundam is too large to use with the universal standard kits. Not that I expected it to be compatible, but it is a bit of a missed opportunity there in hindsight. At the end of the day, I will rank the Entry Grade Nu Gundam as strongly recommended, missing weapons notwithstanding. Honestly, the fun of building it, posing it, and touching it up is enough for me to look past the elephant in the room. And to top it off with such great looks that checks the boxes of people who prefer the original new looks to the version Char, offered for 1,100 yen, you'd honestly be missing out if you don't get this kit. No, it being in the high risk recommendation rank doesn't exempt it from its flaws, and I understand that the missing weapons may be a major turnoff to some people, and that's completely fine. But for those of you who are looking for an affordable new Gundam kit, I will wholeheartedly recommend any version of this to satisfy your new Gundam needs. And that's all from me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.